Previously on the Michael and Brittany series.
Wrong about Jason. Why he's a complete dog.
I bet.
And that was just something that was not for me. He's still out here trying to do, things that he shouldn't be doing.
You should have known that. You should have known that if he was trying to talk to me, then he turned around trying to talk to you. You should have known that.
They talking about laying me off.
Michael.
I just got that job, Brittany. I'm gonna tell you like, look, I'm gonna tell you like
stress
this.
Can do that, and we have been under a lot of stress.
Listen to what I'm saying.
What?
If I go get this pregnancy test, and I find out that you're pregnant, I want an abortion.
Excuse me?
I want an abortion.
I'm your wife.
I ain't got time for that. Did you just see that level?
You want a what?
Did you just see that letter?
You want a what?
I want an abortion.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You ain't lost your job yet, but you're about to lose your life.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Have you heard? I was tripping earlier. I didn't even buy it. I sat up there outside the store and I was wrong. You hear me? I know you're upset. I'm sorry, baby. You hear me? I just want to...
Don't you ever, as long as we're married, think that you can say something like that to me. I'm not some whore that you've been sleeping with, or I'm not some side chick that you've been sleeping with. You're not some 16-year-old boy you gotta go home and tell your mama, oh, I got somebody pregnant. I'm your wife. If you can't make love to me and be happy about whatever the outcome is when it happens, then you don't need to be with me. You're supposed to be a man.
What's that absolutely called for?
You're supposed to be the man.
What's that called for?
You told me to kill our child like I'm some dang side chick that you have to be ashamed of. Over stressing about your job situation when you don't know what's going to happen.
Who wouldn't?
You got
Who
issues.
would?
You need to deal with yourself. Deal with your problems, your deep, dark problems.
And how do I do that?
That's inside
and how do
Michael.
I do that? How do I do that?
Get you some counseling. Get you some counseling. Yeah, it's okay for us to be married and go to marriage counseling. It's okay for us to go to family counseling, whatever. But Michael got some issues that he needs to deal with. Otherwise, our family's not going to make it. Our marriage not going to make it.
What about your issues?
Focus on yourself. Don't worry about me and my issues. My issue is you. I'm looking for a man that can be my rock. And every time
so you
something
telling me
goes
that
wrong,
I'm not
be
doing that?
quiet because I'm talking. You don't ever want to listen to nobody. It's Michael way or no way. Listen to what I'm saying because you're about to lose your wife and your family. Be a rock for your family. When things go wrong, you stand strong. I understand there's going to be times when you need me to support you, but I'm doing all that I can do. But every time something happens, you can't go blowing up. You can't talk to me that kind of way. You can't treat me that kind of way. I'm your wife. I've had your back through everything. I've prayed with you. I've cried with you. Be the man you're supposed to be so I can follow you. Be the man you're supposed to be so that our family can stand on you. Get you some help. And I never thought that I would be this type of woman. I ain't never. My parents didn't do this. They didn't do this. They didn't sleep separately. But I don't want to sleep with you tonight. I don't want you nowhere in the bedroom. I don't want you nowhere near me. I love you too. I love you too, but I don't want you nowhere near me. I want you to sleep on that couch and I want you to think about what you need to do to fix it. Me and this unborn child, if it's there, don't need you laying next to us. Deal with your issues. And I'll continue to pray for you.
Facebook, YouTube, my face still hurting
What a
after that.
lovely moment for
Look,
Brittany.
my cousin seen it before I edited, and my aunt seen it before I edited the video, and they said, "Man, she hit you pretty hard." They was like, and then my uncle was making fun of me, saying, he was like, "Nephew, you need a what is it called, a stunt double?" But yeah, we that episode was very intense. Like,
yeah. I think for Brittany, it was like that moment where she was just like, "I've had enough. I'm done."
You enjoyed that, didn't you?
Brittany, it was for Brittany.
No. I'm talking about for you. No. Look. When we was editing it, when we was acting it. Well, what am I? When we was creating it, the video that night, I think I had to go through we had to do what, 2 or 3 takes. And I was like, my cousin kept saying, "No, do it over again, do it over again." I'm just
because he kept flinching every time. Like, it was like I was getting ready to slap him, and he would move his head with the slap. No, come on.
Those was just
so then it got to the point to where I had to cut him off. He was getting ready to say something. If you watch it, he was getting ready to say something, and I had to just cut him off unexpectedly because he had a feeling of when I was going to do it. So I had to change it up.
Right.
So I think it was now I'm not telling people to go hitting your man.
Right.
And everything, but I think it was just.
It was just a real moment.
Yeah, Brittany was tired.
Because I had some coworkers tell me, they was like, it been no way my husband could have told me anything like that. He'd be picking himself off the floor, off the floor. Or if he would have said anything like that to me, Brittany went out way too soft. That's what they were telling me.
That's what was going on. Because I had friends that was coming to me saying, Brittany ain't gonna say nothing.
Like she ain't got no backbone.
She ain't got no backbone. What's wrong with her? She letting that dude talk to her any kind of way. And I kept telling him, just wait for it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Hey, look. I'm gonna tell you, I pray that you all got the message behind that, received the message behind that you all see that sometimes that it's better to deal with your issues, because if you notice, Michael has some issues with him that he need to deal with, because when he was under pressure, he was about to commit suicide. He cheated, you know what I mean? Then now he's going off on his wife. He wants an abortion. Like, what's the underlying issue with Michael? Like, what did he go through to make him like this, where each time there's a problem, he just blows up? And you have people like that.
Yeah, he's not able to handle stress. Stress.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like can be good, and Michael's great.
Yeah, that's true.
He can't. He hasn't gotten to the point to where he's able to handle stress. And we all have those moments in relationships, friendships, marriages, whatever.
Right.
That we end up saying things or doing things that we really truly do not mean at that time, and we go back and we're like, dang, why did I say that? Why did I do that?
Right.
But I think this is the point in time in the series where Michael has to get some help. And there comes a point in time where we, in real life, we have to say, okay, enough is enough, and we have to get some help for ourselves. I've dealt with that. I've dealt with anger. I've dealt with low self-esteem and all those things. And you have to get help. You have to talk to somebody. Otherwise, you're going to go through life saying things and doing things that you later regret. And some of those things that you do that you later regret, you can't change. You can't go back and change. Because what if oh girl, Sharon, what's her name? Sharon. I'm Brittany now. Sharon. What if she really was pregnant? Right. That would have been a decision that Michael made under pressure, stressed out, that he could not go back and change. Here's a baby from it. He still can't change the fact that he slept with Sharon, but it was a little easier, I think, for Brittany to deal with it with him not having a baby. But had he had a baby, that would have been a decision that he couldn't go back and change. So we have to think more clearly. We have to get more in our word, pray more together, so that we can start making sound decisions in relationships. And I think that is what Michael and Brittany are getting at. I think Brittany is just like, look, this is enough. I've had enough. I need my husband back. I need my man, my strong tower. I need him back so that our family can be as strong as it needs to be. I think that's the point of that they're at with Michael and Brittany. I think I think she's had enough. You better call Tyrone. Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch it?
And here's the thing with the music. I was at work and I was going through different videos, and I was just listening to different instrumentals on background music, and it's so important to be able to hear God. And the Lord told me, He said, "Why don't you use one of a famous R&B song that people already know, and then use the instrumental for that?" I said, "Oh, I like that." And then that's when I pulled up YouTube. He said, "Erykah Badu," and that's when I pulled Erykah Badu, and I just said, "That's it." Then I sent it to Shayla, and Shayla enjoyed it. She liked it, and so it was on. So I think that was just a terrific twist on the video to make women like, yeah,
You
you know what I mean.
You about to be gone, honey. You about to be out the house.
So
I'll pay the bills by myself.
So Michael was just in a position where he was just stuck. I mean, what happens now? Like, what do we do?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? What do I do?
Brittany ain't going. She done. She tired of it.
Then you have to realize when, and I've learned this personally in a relationship, you have to realize to yourself, well, make the realization as in, what steps do I need to take to make sure that my mate is taken care of? What do I need to do to make sure that my mate is happy? And with Michael, he was just in a position where he was just, I think it was more of a reality check.
Mm-hmm. He knew that Brittany was right, and he knew that he knew that he has to make a change. That's the way I viewed it. I think it was just like he couldn't say nothing because everything she was saying was right.
Spot on.
You know what I'm saying? She told him to shut up, be quiet, because you don't ever want to listen. And I think at that point he was just like, oh, she's right. You know, and right. So we all have those moments in our relationships where we know the other person is right.
There's no denying.
Whether we say it or not. And he told her, I love you. And she said, I love you too. But I can't do this. You need to think about it. Think about how to fix it. Think about how to make it right.
Right.
And that's what we need to do in our relationships. There's things that are sour. You know, we got some sweet parts, but the places that are sour, we need to figure out what to do to fix it. Right. If we're going to be together, you know, if we're going to stand strong in our marriage and our relationships, we got to do something to fix it. And I think that this is the turning point for Michael and Brittany. I think this is a turning point. I think this is where they begin to get it together, because the head is getting it together. And once the head gets it together, the rest of the body follows.
Amen.
That goes for the church, and that goes for your family life as well. So,
amen. Well, we ain't going to hold too much of you guys' time. How can they reach you on social media?
Shayla S. Wilson on Facebook. That's pretty much what I use. You can use my email, chanelwilson28@gmail.com. But I'm pretty much on Facebook the majority of the time. So,
and you also can reach me for any praise dance events or any engagements. Beneal, BEN, B as in boy, ENEAL.smith@yahoo.com. And also email us, message us on Facebook about any feedback that you have.
Give us your feedback.
And then you may, and I'm not opposed. I want to make sure I make this clear. I'm not opposed if there's something that you may not like and you want to message me, email me, and say, hey, Beneal, I think if you all may add this, it would be better, or
I didn't like this.
And
then we're not saying we're gonna change it, because we're gonna go with what God says.
Yeah, but the
feedback is nice.
Right, I'm not opposed to any recommendations or suggestions that the audience may have. And so it's Beneal.smith@yahoo.com. That's my email address. And Facebook, Beneal Smith Jr. And also YouTube, Beneal Smith. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here, but we appreciate you guys. She actually about to go minister right now.
Pine Bluff, here I come.
But you all have a blessed weekend, and thank you guys for all the support, because we want to be able to continue to do this without feedback, shares, likes, comments, all the above. So thank you guys. We appreciate it. Next on the Michael and Brittany series.
Hey, MJ. How was your day? I ain't gotta talk to you. What'd you just say? I said
Talking to you.
Really?
Hold on. Boy,
Michael,
I'm not playing with you.
hold on.
You ain't gonna hit nobody with that belt. I call the police on you, dude.